www.yahkiaw, awaken. So, yakiawaken.com. He is the one that, I would like him to be in the promised land to just really have his foods and
all of that good stuff, and we're gonna get everything started. Matter of fact, let me check on my own on social media. Let's see how that's going over here.
I'm gonna leave a link.
Peace, peace, family. Y'all see what we talking about? We are being forced to be self-sustaining, y'all. It's a beautiful thing. It's a very, very, very beautiful thing.
Yes.
That the Creator is doing right now.
Yes.
The Creator is forcing us back to Mama. The Creator is forcing us back to the earth, back to nature. The Creator is forcing us back to unify and to be reunited with one another. The Creator is forcing us back to be self-dependent. The Creator is forcing us back to eat correctly, forcing us back to breastfeeding, forcing us back to permaculture, agriculture. I mean, it's an amazing thing. For those that haven't learned any of these unique, skills by our ancient ancestors, y'all probably all crazy right now and running around like chickens with y'all head cut off. But that's the reason why the Creator is also raising up healers in these last hours. A healer such as myself that know about agriculture, farming, that know about how to heal with natural herbs, that can give you a formula for breast milk if you're not producing your own colostrum and producing your own breast milk. That know how to do things like save food, doomsday prepping, shoot, combat training, all of the things that we got away from that we were doing as an everyday practice in our ancient culture is now coming back, and we're being forced to get back into these things because the matrix is broken and the system is straight failing right now. The matrix, it's so many glitches in the matrix right now. It is crazy. Everything is being recalled. This war got all types of materials being held in the middle of the sea. COVID-19 caused a lot of shortages on foods, on formulas. Bacteria overgrowth is crazy because the air is acidic. Everything is acidic around us, and y'all know that. The Creator created bacteria to neutralize acids. So we're seeing bacteria overgrowth in the food supply.
Okay, this herbalist, he's absolutely wonderful. You have to listen to him because he is self-taught. Like he taught himself. He didn't go to college or anything like that. So me too. I of course I have to get this right. But anyway, you just self-taught on what you need to do in life in order to get to what you need to get to. So this man is perfect.
And what about the shortages of H2O?
For your body and everything, the healing your body, whatever elements you have,
oh, but everybody say, Yaki, you crazy for teaching people not to drink H2O, but even H2O, it's a shortage on water. Y'all, I'm gonna show y'all the articles, and it's gonna make you grow your own fruit tree. It's gonna make you drink your fruits where your H3O2 constituents is truly at. I mean, once we see the times that we in and the times we're heading to, the matrix is failing, the matrix is broken. This shit is at its end, y'all. So it behooves us to start learning the ancient knowledge and the ancient pathways of our ancestors. That way we can be the last one standing when the smoke clear, when the dust clear and the smoke settle, or the smoke settle and the dust clear, however we want to say it. We are shifting into a five-dimensional space of density. Everything is upgrading. Everything is leveling up. You see Elon Musk. You see him using the whole Nikola Tesla theory. You see the Hydro Collider where they're taking atoms and they're smashing them together at Mach speeds and the sign of light, opening up new portals. You see technology is being uncovered from the earth, giant bones, mountains that is really dying giants. You're seeing mountains that is really tree stumps. I mean, so the past is being uncovered and being rediscovered, right? And they're using these ancient technologies that was left here by our ancestors, which is the true gods and goddesses here on this earth. And they're using these things to speed up time. So we are aging faster, we are oxidizing faster, we are rusting faster. Food is rusting faster, shortage on minerals. The soil is mineral deficient. So even if you're growing your own food, if you don't know the ancient ways of Africa, if you don't know the ancient ways of the Aboriginal Americas, you don't even know how to grow their food properly to even have the phytochemical and the phytonutrients inside the foods to sustain your body. So, it's crazy when you do watch the news, and I don't recommend a lot of y'all watch it because y'all are empathic and y'all start embodying all of them low thought form frequencies. But for those who have the willpower to protect themselves against the sorcery and the witchcraft and these massive rituals that the news and the media propaganda is pushing upon us to truly control our minds and keep us in these sensory deprivation tanks. For those that can protect themselves from it, when you do watch these things, look at how the Creator is bringing us back to source. Look at how the Creator is making us love Him.
I don't know if you can hear, because a lot of people, they'll say, oh, we can't hear the volume, so I don't know if you can hear me through. Probably don't even matter. But yeah, okay, so he's telling the truth. We need people like that in the promised land because, you see, we don't want to get in the way of other people believing in what they want to believe. If you want to believe that you want to live in this type of lifestyle where we've been living in for 400 years, then by all means, but we have to get somewhere so we can, eat right, live right, and then we can play right, in the theme park and stuff, and just have and go back to our childhood on what we used to do when we were kids. Because, you know, now if you had a horrible childhood, see, that's why you have to get with people that would raise a child normal and free and beautiful on how a child should be raised in the promised land. Because when you abuse a child out here, we can't see that, we can't take care of that problem. But if you're in the promised land and you have mental issues with your, just mental issues, you can't, really, we'll help you raise your child, because we don't want them to be abused. We don't want the baby to be abused. So we will take care of you, get you some rehabilitation so that you won't have urges to. But then when you get into the promised land, I can't imagine what problems, what problems would anybody have if you in heaven, other than, other than probably domestic issues. Okay, but then that would be, you would have to work that out with the therapist within the promised land if you still have any issues, because everything's free. There's nothing to worry about. Everything is free. You don't have to worry about rent. You own everything. And you're the one that is the manager of your own community. So you're going to see fit that everything is good, up and running. And all you do is just run the theme park. And you have people like him, and we're going to eat, we're gonna eat the foods that he's talking about. We're gonna, do exactly what he's saying, because he has healed so many people.
One another, making us depend on one another, making us straight get in the soil and see what's going on, understanding and overstanding our biological clock, our anatomy. Like, where we going to? It's a beautiful place, y'all. Now I know to people.
Okay, now he never seen me before. He doesn't know I even exist. And he said that we're going to a beautiful place. How would he know that? And we're living in hell because everybody is connected. We're all connected. People who can understand what I'm saying, that you cannot be a coward. You cannot let no government tell you where you from, or if you're black, whatever, they can't tell you to do nothing. All you have to do is focus on that mayor. Get that proposal, and send it to your local mayor, because now you already know what's going on. You're like, oh nope, you can't say that I gotta pay rent. You can't say this. You can't say that, because for one, you're not even supposed to be in office. Well, why not? Because you guys removed us out of our homes. And see, this is the thing. You don't even have to explain it to them, because they already know. They already know that they removed you. They just don't want you to figure it out. They don't. That's the problem. They don't want. They don't want you to figure that out. That and to tell them that, you know what, you're the ones that removed us from our home. So it's not like I owe you rent. It's that you actually owe me rent. You actually have to accommodate me, because I'm indigenous, and without me being placed here, it wouldn't be no world. It would not be a world if we wasn't here because it's for us. And so if you came here on some Paul Revere shit, right? Because they all came here on Paul Revere. The British are coming. The British are coming. What were they coming to? Were they coming to execute the white people? They were coming to kill the white people. Why? Because they were grunting, walking on all fours, and they were pets and creatures that escaped. Type in Paul Revere. Go ahead. What's the story about Paul Revere? The British were coming to kill all of the Caucasians. $5 Indians. That's why it was a war. It was really a war against the $5 Indians that was coming across with Paul Revere. And that's why you see all the Indian war. That was true. They were killing a lot of Indians because they weren't supposed to be here anyway. And it was savages trying to kill other savages. So it was savages killing savages, fighting over our land. And so now we have, and I told you about Brass Reeves. He's the one that created the police department and the mayor department. The Harder They Fall is all about the mayor's life. Harder They Fall is all about the mayor's come up. That's what it was all about. That's what it was. It was all about the mayor. It was no governor first. It was mayor and police departments forming them to shoot you out your homes. Well, now we know. Okay, so now we know. Since we already know, there's really no need. There's really no need to there's really no need to really say anything to know. Don't put your energy on on nothing, just that mayor, because the mayor is the one that, because they're on the ground, they're at your local library. The $5 Indians, the white women, the black people that's in the mayor office, those are your worst enemy. That's where it's at. Yeah, that's where they at. So you don't smile at them and they say hi. Hi? What? Smile what? What you gonna smile about? No, no. Here's the proposal. Could you please do what Catherine Urban say? Who's Catherine? Well, look at the video. Look at the video. Here's the video, and show the video. Hey, I'm about letting the city mayor know that you already have our resources. I bid it for the airport. Each airport in each state should be it's called PLASS, Promised Land Airport Service Stations. Okay? So it would be called PLAS or PLAS, whatever you want to call it. So you just, that's what's on the proposal there. And it is to own every single airport, because not the whole airport, but that section that we're talking about. And who's to say no to you? Who's going to tell you no? Right? If they tell you no, then you already know why, because that's the enemy. And you just have to say, no, you can't tell me no because I'm indigenous and you're not. And don't say, oh, fill out this and fill out that in order for you to get a no. You have to take and accept my proposal. Obviously, if I'm indigenous, what would I look like filling out your forms? No, you have to fill out my forms. That's what I'm talking about, Dave Jones. In law, that's what it's called. Los Angeles. It's called Los Angeles Airport World. LAWA. So, right, you're running that. You put that bid up. Okay, so I put the bid in. You see the proposal. Okay. I can't fill out any forms that you want me to about that 150-page proposal that they're talking about with Danielle. No, yeah, Danielle Hall. She or he had the most, about 150 pages. No, I think that you guys got to fill out my proposal, or this is what you do. If you have a proposal that you need me to fill out, because it does have words and questioning in it that is important in there that you guys need to know. Because I read it. And it's like, ooh, this needs to be in the proposal, because it's questions about how things are going to be set up and run, and that's important. But you guys have to ask me. So, Catherine, on question one, on question one, what should be what or whatever, and then I'll say, oh, put in da 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 da, and then I'll just fill it. You just fill it out yourself on that by questioning and interviewing me on the proposal that you want me to fill out. But you're gonna have to fill it out because you're the one that wrote it. You wrote that 150-page proposal, so you're gonna have to fill that out because it's your proposal. You the one wrote it. I wrote my proposal. You have to accept my proposal. That's just the way it works. When you say, oh, well, we have certain rules and regulations, I know. I have certain rules and regulations according to my constitutional right of my own land that you're occupying. Yeah, so I have rights of my own constitution right here in the proposal that you have to approve, Dave Jones. Okay, so, ooh, and then in now back to my subscribers and to my Patreon. My Patreon members, thank you. My Patreon members, oh my goodness, they know all what's going on, and I'm going to go ahead and leave the link so they can download this and read it themselves. You got to get some popcorn and read this, sugar. Read it now, because it is all about you receiving your brand new Jetsons, traveling from one airport. That's just the airport station. So, right? So the airport station will take you to the Shia facility where you would live at. So the reason why we like, the Jetsons, because you can live in it, and it'll be, it's like a mini submarine jet. It's a mini submarine and airplane jet all in one, but it looks like a 2022 RV motorhome coach because that's what it is. Okay, so yes, I wanted you to see him. I'm going to leave a link. Now he doesn't know I exist, but he said it. He said, "Ooh, we go," and we are. This is the greatest thing that can ever happen to it because I'm telling you, time and pressure, pressure and time. Shout out to everybody that emailed me and asked me questions like, "Catherine, what can we do to donate?" Okay, well, for one, you can cash at me. That's a good one because I mean, help me. But if you want to, only if you want to. But what's really important, forget about the Cash App. Just send the. I'd rather for you to do this, to be honest with you. It's better if you just send this proposal or don't, or just email Dave Jones. There's a Dave Jones. Oh, there's a Beatrice. There's different people that's behind this mayor. There's different people that's behind this mayor. Okay. Yeah, there's different people, and then you'll see, and they're all $5 Indians, all of them, $5 Indians and Mexicans. Okay, when they say hi to you, there's nothing to say hi to. You just look at them like, what you mean? I know who you are. I know who you are. You stole my resources. Yes, because if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have all these chemtrails, really. Okay, so here it is right here. Here it is. Here's their names. Right here. Eric Garcetti, Lisa. Here's Dave Jones, Beatrice C. Huch, and then there's Valerie C. Vasquez. See, then there's Justin. Right here. These people are not gingerbread indigenous people. These are Mexicans and $5 Indians and white people that are holding our resources. Okay, this is here's the problem with them. Let me just tell you what the real problem is. It is judgment upon them, just like the herbalist man said. There's judgment upon them, but they want us to go with them. No, we can't go where you're going. You can't go where we're going. You are separate from us. That's why the son said, Corona, boom, boom, mask up and separate from us. You have to separate from us. That's why we have meetings on online Zoom. We don't have meetings face to face anymore because you got to go. You can't be around us. That's just what's happened. I'm just going to be honest with you. You guys are going to go to a different place. And we're seeing it right now because it's time and pressure on you to hand over the keys and deed while you leave. And that's what's going on. You're leaving. We have to get what we have to get to while you're leaving because you're all around us and we can't have you around us. That's basically what it is. So that's why I'm saying we're not going to get in the way of what you're already doing. Do you, boo-boo? Because every day you do you look guilty. You are. It's not that you look guilty. You are guilty because this whole time we've been suffering under your weight. We've been suffering under your belief, under what you think this world should be, and we've been dying. So everybody sees it. We all can see who's who. Now, who's at fault? The mayor? Not now. Who's at fault? Propaganding themselves up to be to pretend like he's helping is the president. The president is a criminal. The president, the governor, the senator, all are criminals because they're saying, "Oh, vote for me." No, we can't vote for you when the mayor is the one that's doing all the dirt. We have to check out this mayor. Like, wait, what are you doing? You in charge of water and power engineering, everything that you, apartments, even down to carnivals, theme parks, they all of that, they in control of all of that. Water and power. That's all I have to say. I mean, damn, that Flint, Michigan shit. The only thing you can look at is the mayor. Like, damn, mayor, what happened? Oh well, yeah, because you own water. You were running. You stole water and power, and now you're using the services always. Since you got here, you've been using the service against us the whole time. So now, since it's judgment and Fauci on you, you know what? They went straight to the reservations first. Did you know that? So when it says in the Bible, it says something about first should be last and last should be first. They're talking about the evil shall be first to get it. And they went straight to the reservations first. Fauci did. Ran all through there. They gave them to them, all of them. So they went first to go because those were the ones that ran us out of our homes first in the 1800s. It was the $5 Indians with the Caucasians, right? Right? Because they're the settlers. They had no home. They was Paul Revere, homeless, and they were grunting all on. So they were criminals with the $5 Indians, and they shot us out of our homes, right? And this was in the 1830s, you know, and this is you know, and we have to get back to that. You know, we definitely have to get back to that. Let me get this book here. Oh, here it is. Okay. Now when we see this book, these are these are see these are gingerbread hands. Okay, gingerbread hands holding a woman. What? How many? Oh, 4 million years. We're talking. This is America. This is America. It's in America. Okay, 400-year-old gingerbread woman. So we're talking about who's been here first. We have been here. We always been here. So don't say that we're originally from Africa, because when we talk about countries, we're talking about planets that came and set themselves on the firmament of the waters. America and Canada was one big planet. Boom, set itself on the firmament of the waters. South America came and set itself on the firmament of the waters. And so we were all different anyway, but we were all gingerbread. Africa, I think Africa was already, I think that Africa was already here. I think that somehow the planets came and formed and landed right around Africa, or something like that. But we're all different gingerbread people. Because how come you can say a white person, they're different, German, Irish, I'm Dutch, I'm French. Well, how come they can be different and we can't? How come they can be indigenous or native to where they're, no, because they're not. The Caucasian is one race. Boom. Bulgaria and Russia, that's where you come from. And then not even from there, but let's just say the Caucasus Mountains or whatever. But this is a black planet. Just understand that, and we are indigenous. Therefore, let's just say that when you tell a mayor that you're indigenous, you're just preaching to the choir. He already knows this. It's no secret. He already knows that he's guilty, right? He just don't want you to admit it. He don't want you to know that. So you just have to claim your shit. And he has to say yes, and he will, because time and pressure is where it's going to push him out anyway. It's pushing all of them out anyway. They all leaving. All of them. They're all going to go to where they supposed to go. But they can't, we can't be around them while we go. While we're leaving and going to where we supposed to go, we can't go. They're not going with us. I wanted to get back to that herbalist.
That's stuck into society, people that's a part of the matrix, y'all think we going to an ugly place. Y'all think it's the end, all hell finna break loose. Y'all think that this is the end. Yeah, a lot of y'all probably think it's prophecy wrapping up and the end is near for you. But if you are a part of the creator and you know what you're doing, you know how the Christians have this rapture doctrine, which there is no such thing as the rapture. In a concept that truly is, because you will be saved for all the disheartening events that's about to happen if you're prepared. If you're prepared. And the only way you can be prepared is if we revamp our culture. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, culture comes from cultivation. Cultivation means to grow. It's time to grow. It's time to elevate our mindset. Wait till y'all see the questions that we got here today. And wait till y'all see these articles, y'all. Roberto de some Palo Santo right now. He's just sending out some energy. You know, may the creative flow and channel through me today. And may my words not be of, of my own. May my words not be of pride and ego and of malice and hatred or just being angry because it's crazy people out trying to bring me down. May every word that flow through me today be from my heart space and be channeled by the creator itself. All right, if y'all ready to get everything started, type in some nines. I'm
Nice.
excited today. Y'all ready to get it started, type in some nines. Type in some nines, man.
It's nice.
Peace, peace to everybody that's in the chat. Peace, love, light, and healing. Peace to the guys. Peace to the earth. Shalom, shalom, alakam. Shalom, lakah. Hotep, hotep, my brothers and sisters. Peace to the gods. Namaste. Assalamu alaikum. Whatever religious tool you choose to free yourself and you choose to raise that kundalini energy to align your chakras to activate the God particles within you, I respect that. As long as you're not bringing people into bondage and you're not becoming, and you're not coming into bondage while using these tools to understand, and understand your God concept. Hey, I don't got no beef with you, brother or sister. All right, now look, before we get started on the questions, y'all, check this out. Let me show y'all how the matrix is broken, everything is failing us, y'all. It'll blow your mind, especially when it comes to baby formulas, and it's crazy because we see a lot of women are now getting the formulas, putting their babies on formulas and not using their God-given breast and not using that prolactin that's produced by the pituitary gland to actually create that milk and that colostrum and that bacteria to feed the child, for this child can grow up and it can be nourished off of this 0.7% protein and off this 96% carbon of what we call melanin sugar to grow these babies up on. You see that now we look around, we see that bacteria, all of the baby formulas have been